Hello, my dears. Welcome to the next episode. As I said in first class, in accounting for non-profit organization, they will ask the problems three types. Okay. So what are the three types means? One is preparation of income and expenditure account and balance sheet from the given information. Okay. So in last episode only we completed this type of problems. And the second type, preparation of receipts and payments account from the given information. Okay, so here in this episode I am going to explain this type of problems. From the given information we have to prepare receipts and payments account. So generally in the question they will give income and expenditure account and additional information. So by the help of income and expenditure account and additional information we have to prepare receipts and payments account. That is second type of problems. Next, third type of problems. In third type of problems, they will ask to prepare balance sheets. Their balance sheets means opening balance sheet and closing balance sheet. That means the balance sheet at the beginning or last year balance sheet and the balance sheet at the end or present year balance sheet from the given information. So generally they will give in the question receipts and payments account, income and expenditure account and additional information. So by the help of that information we have to prepare only the last year and current year balance sheet. That is third type of problems. So this third type of problems in the next episode I will explain. Okay, now in this video I'm going to explain the second type problems, right? So before going to the problems, my dears, here to understand the problems in this method one must aware of these points. Okay, so one should be aware of these points to understand the second method problems. So these points are given in your textbook on page number 278. So very clearly given. So once before starting the problem I'm reading this all the points. So listen carefully. The following procedure is adopted for preparing receipts and payments account from the given income and expenditure account and additional information. So this is second type problem. First point, opening balance of cash in hand and cash at bank should be shown on the debit side of the receipts and payments account. Okay, opening balance of cash in hand, cash at bank should be shown on the debit side of or receipt side of receipts and payments account. Is opening balance. Next, second point, take into consideration the outstanding or accrued income in the opening balance sheet. Okay? If there is no outstanding income at the end or closing balance sheet also, it means the actual receipts of income during the current accounting period and the same should be shown in the receipt side of receipts and payments account. Okay. Next, third point, consider the outstanding expenses in the opening balance sheet. If this item is not given in the closing balance sheet, it means that such outstanding expenses were paid during the year and the same should be shown the payment side of receipts and payments account. Okay. Next, fourth point, compare closing assets with the opening assets. If the closing balance of assets is more than the opening balance, the difference should be treated as purchase of the assets and the same should be shown in the payment side of the receipts and payments account. Okay, so here one example is given. So try to understand this example. Balance of sports equipment at the end. Okay, present year sports equipment balance, suppose 1,50,000. Okay, so to this balance we need to add depreciation amount. If any depreciation amount is given in the problem, we have to add depreciation amount 50,000 rupees. Okay, so we got 2 lakhs rupees. So this is a closing balance before adjusting the depreciation amount. Okay, this amount we have to compare with opening balance. So for example, here opening balance is given 1,60,000. So at the beginning of the year we have 1,60,000 of sports equipment. At the end of the year it becomes 2 lakhs rupees. Means what is the meaning? The amount is appreciated, increased by 40,000 rupees. So my dears, when the asset value is increased, okay, so what is the meaning? That is the purchase. The difference amount is the purchased amount. So therefore purchase of sports equipment is 60,000 rupees. 2 lakhs minus 160,000, the difference 40,000 we treat as purchase of sports material. Suppose the closing balance is less. The closing balance is less than opening balance. The difference is we treat as sale of sports equipment. Okay, so that points also here mentioned. If closing balance of an asset is less than the opening balance, the difference is on account of depreciation which can be verified from the income and expenditure account. if there is a difference even after adjustment of depreciation, it represents sale. Okay, sale of an asset, and the same should be shown in receipt side of the receipts and payments account. Okay, purchases means we show receipts and payments account credit side, sale means we show debit side. Next, this is important point. Next, deduct outstanding incomes and expenses for the current year from the respective items of incomes and expenses given in the income and expenditure account. The balance should be treated as actual receipts and actual payments, and the same should be shown in the receipts and payments account. Okay. Next, surplus or deficit. Surplus or deficit, the income and expenditure account should be ignored in receipts and payments account. We take in balance sheet and we ignore in receipts and payments account. Next, any new fund appearing in closing balance sheet may be on account of donations or grants received, and the same should be shown on the receipt side of receipts and payments account. Okay, the next point. Any addition to capital fund on account of legacies, entrance fee, or life membership fee should be treated as receipts only. Next, income received in advance appearing in the closing balance sheet is to be treated as receipts during the year, right? Next, prepaid expenses. Prepaid expenses appearing in the closing balance sheet should be treated as payments. The next point, balance the receipts and payments account to find out the closing cash or bank balance. By closing the receipts and payments account, we get closing cash or bank balance. Suppose in the problem, if closing balance of cash in hand and cash at bank are given, then the differences may be indicate the opening balance of cash in hand or cash at bank, as the case may be. Okay, opening balance given means we find out closing balance. If closing balance already given in the problem means we get the opening balance. So all these points, okay, are very important to understand second type of problems. So here the main points, what is the important point in this all points means, for the purpose of calculating the total receipts and total payments. So my dears, remember this point. Okay, for the purpose of calculating the total receipts and total payments on different terms, we have to adopt exactly the reverse procedure that is followed in calculating the current income or current expenditure. This is very important point. So what you're saying means to adopt exactly the reverse procedure. Okay, so while we prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet by the help of receipts and payments account, what procedure we followed to find out the current income and current expenditure. Okay, in this method we follow the reverse method. To that method we follow the reverse procedure. Okay, so that is a important point. So to understand this point, one example here I am showing to you. So see this table. So here this side, in first type problems, what method we followed, okay, that method is given here. Okay, and right side, okay, in second method, okay, now I am explaining the second method. In second method, okay, what procedure we have to follow, that method is given right side. Okay, so first we'll explain the first method procedure. Okay, already you know that. See, regarding subscriptions, your example is given regarding subscriptions or any other income. So first to find out the subscription amount which we show in income and expenditure account, okay, actual earned subscription amount, what procedure we followed. See, first we take subscription received during the current year, which gives in receipts and payments account debit side. So that amount we take now. So to that amount, what we do the adjustments, present year outstanding subscription amount we add. Okay, now present year outstanding amount we add, then we deduct last year outstanding subscription amount. Present year outstanding amount we add and last year outstanding subscription amount we deduct. Okay, next also we deduct current year advance received subscription. If present year advance received subscription given means we have to deduct, and last year advance received subscription given means what we do, we add that amount. So this is a procedure which we followed in first method. But in second method, okay, so in this method we follow quite opposite. Okay, we follow the procedure which is quite opposite to the first method. See here, first we take subscriptions of current year which is shown in income and expenditure account. By the help of income and expenditure account, we prepare receipts and payments account now. So to get the amount which we show in receipts and payments account, okay, this procedure we have to follow. So first we take the subscription amount which is given in the income and expenditure account, reverse. Okay, so to that amount, current year outstanding subscriptions, we have to less. Here we added current year subscription amount, but here what we are doing, we are subtracting current year outstanding subscription amount. Okay, next last year outstanding amount we have to add. In first method what we did, last year outstanding subscription we subtracted, so here we have to add that amount. Next subscriptions at the end of the current year. Okay, present year advance received subscriptions we have to add. In last method, I mean in first method what we did, advance received subscription in current year we subtracted now, but in second method we have to add that amount. At last, subscriptions which is received in advance at the end of previous year. Okay, in last year advance received subscription, in first form what we did, last year advance received subscription we added, but here last year advance received subscriptions if given in the problem we have to subtract. Okay, so then we get the amount which we have to take in receipts and payments account debit side. Okay, so this procedure is very important. Okay, next one more example I am showing which is related to the expense. Here I showed income related example, now I am showing expense related example. Okay, see first here left side. Okay, in first form of problems what method we followed is given left side, and right side. Okay, in second method what procedure we have to follow in second method. Okay, that is given in right side regarding any expense. So first I am explaining in first form. To find out the actual expenditure, which we show in income and expenditure account, what procedure we follow means, first we take the payment during the year. Okay, the amount which is paid during the year which is given in the receipts and payments account, that amount first we take. So to that amount what we add, outstanding expenditure, in current year. At the end of current year outstanding expenditure we have to add. Okay, you know that. Next outstanding at the end of previous year, last year outstanding expenses we have to subtract. Okay, so already we did in last method. Next prepaid expenses, in current year. In current year prepaid expenses given means we have to subtract, and last year prepaid expenses, if any last year prepaid expenses given means we have to add. Okay, so by following this procedure we get the amount which we show in income and expenditure account. Okay, but now in second form of problems the reverse order we follow. Okay, so reverse order means first we take the amount which is given in the income and expenditure account. By the help of income and expenditure account we prepare receipts and payments account now. So to get the amount what we show in receipts and payment account, first we take the amount which is given in the income and expenditure account. Okay, so to that amount we adjust all the items. Suppose outstanding expenses in current year, given means that amount we have to subtract. In first form we added, so in second form of problems we have to subtract. Next outstanding expenses in current year, outstanding expenses last year, outstanding expenses given means we have to add. Okay, in first form we subtracted, in second form of problems we have to add. Next prepaid expenses, present year prepaid expenses given in the problem, that amount also we have to add. Okay, in first form we subtracted, so in this method we have to add. Next prepaid expenses in last year, prepaid expenses given means that amount we have to subtract. Okay, then we get the amount which we have to show in receipts and payments account credit side. Okay, so these two proformas, these two procedures are very important. Okay, and along with these two proformas should also remember all the points which I have read just now. Okay, the points are given in our textbook very clearly on page number 278 and 279. Okay, so now I am going to do one problem in this method. on page number 310 in your textbook, problem number 24. Preparation of receipts and payments account. Second form related problem. From the following particulars relating to Dina Nath Charitable Hospital, prepare receipts and payments account for the year ended on 31st March 2005 and balance sheet as on 31st March 2005. So this is current year balance sheet. Suppose in the problem capital fund is not given, we also need to prepare opening balance sheet or last year balance sheet. So income and expenditure account is given. First debit side, expenditure, medicines used, honorarium to doctors, salaries, printing and stationery, electricity, rent, depreciation on furniture, depreciation on equipment, and surplus. Okay. Next, credit side, income, all the revenue incomes, subscriptions, donations, interest on investments at 11%. Next, income from film show proceeds and less expenses. Okay. So here income from film show proceeds means income less expenses, it is expenditure. Next, in additional information, first given subscription due. Okay, last year subscription due amount given and current year subscription due amount is given. Next, subscription received in advance also given last year and present year. Next, electricity bill unpaid. Unpaid means outstanding. Outstanding electricity bills last year given and present year amount also given. Next, stock of medicines, same last year stock and current year stock is given. Estimated value of equipment, same last year balance and current year balance given. Next, furniture and fixtures, last year and current year balance. Land, only current year balance is given. So my dear, land opening balance is not given means last year we uh, did not have that land. Okay, current year only we purchased. Next, interest accrued on investment. Okay, interest accrued on investments in 11 percentage debentures costing 1,02,500. In bracket mention face value 1 lakh. So my dears, here two values are given. Okay, investments two values are given, face value and cost value. So what value we take means cost value. So the amount which is paid by us to purchase or to invest in the investments, to purchase the debentures, how much amount we paid, that amount only we show in the balance sheet. So don't take face value. But while we calculate interest amount, okay, we have to take the face value. In balance sheet, that asset value we show cost value, but while we calculate interest amount, on what amount we calculate? On face value amount only we calculate interest amount. So that's why it is given. So here outstanding interest amount is given last year and current year. Okay, same amount is there. Next, cash in hand, last year balance and current year balance. Cash at bank, same last year and last year balance only given. Current year balance we have to find out. Okay, so by closing the receipts and payments account in this problem, we get current year closing bank balance. Okay, this is very important problem for 12 marks. So here I prepared receipts and payments account. Dina Nath Charitable Hospital receipts and payments account for the year ended 31st March 2005. Then I prepared balance sheet of Dina Nath Charitable Hospital as on 31st March 2005. The question capital fund is not given, so that's why I also prepared last year balance sheet. So first of all, my dears, in receipts and payments account, I am taking the opening balance, which is given in additional information, debit side. To balance brought down, your cash and bank balance are given. So first cash balance, opening balance 340 rupees and bank opening balance 9,000 rupees. And closing only cash balance is given, so that comes receipts and payments account, last item. Cash balance is given 160 rupees and bank balance we have to find out. Okay, right. See, income and expenditure account, debit side, first item, medicines used. My dears, medicines used 29,980 rupees given. Okay, suppose in additional information nothing is mentioned means adjustment is not given means we take as it is, but in additional information adjustment is given. So how to calculate the amount which you have to show in receipts and payments account is very important. See, so to calculate the medicines, this procedure we have to follow. First we take the amount which is given in income and expenditure account as this medicines used amount 29,980 rupees. Okay, just now I explained now. Okay, reverse order we have to follow. Okay, so here I am adding closing stock. Okay. Closing stock or stock of medicines at the end of the year 115 rupees. Okay, then less opening stock, a stock of medicines at the beginning of the year or last year. Okay, so opening stock is given, so here closing stock is given 9750 and opening stock is given 7820. Okay, so this is a procedure to find out the medicine purchase amount. Okay, so in first form, what procedure we follow? To medicine purchase amount, we added opening stock and we subtracted closing stock, then we got medicine used amount. But here the reverse order we follow. So first we take medicine used amount which is given in the income and expenditure account. So to that amount we add closing stock amount, then we deduct opening stock amount. Okay, so here I got 31,910 rupees. Okay, so this is a medicine purchased amount. Purchased medicine 31,910 rupees. So this amount we take in receipts and payments accounts credit side by medicines purchased 31,910 rupees. Okay, next second one, honorarium to doctors. So honorarium to doctor, there is no adjustment, so direct I am taking credit side. So my dears, remember what are the items given in income and expenditure account debit side, that comes in receipts and payments account credit side, and what are the items given credit side, that comes debit side. Okay, you know that. Honorarium to doctors 12,000 rupees. Next, salaries, there is no adjustment, 27,500. Printing and stationery, no adjustment, printing and stationery 1,100. Next, electricity. For electricity also there is an adjustment given. So in working notes, calculation of electricity payments. Okay, so first we take the amount which is given in the income and expenditure accounts, 475 rupees given. So to this amount, in additional information, last year amount and current year outstanding amount is given. Okay, so last year outstanding amount we have to add last year outstanding amount is 92 rupees. Then subtract current year outstanding, reverse order. Okay, current year outstanding 115 rupees. Here I got 450 rupees. Okay, so this is a electricity charge which is paid in current year. Okay, so it comes in receipts and payments account credit side, 450 rupees electricity paid. Next, rent. For rent there is no adjustment, 6,000 rupees. Next, depreciation on furniture. So my dears, in receipts and payments account, depreciation, bad debts, okay, the type of items we not take. Okay, but what amount we take means purchase of furniture, sale of furniture, we take in receipts and payments account. So to find out that amount, okay, what procedure we have to follow is very important. So here depreciation on furniture is given 2,100 rupees. Okay, so the depreciation amounts we add to opening balance. So in additional information, furniture opening balance is given. So here what is the heading means, purchase or sale of furniture, calculation of purchase or sale of furniture. This amount only be taken in receipts and payments account. So to find out that amount, we have to follow one procedure. So first we take closing balance, which is given in additional information. Closing balance of furniture is given in the problem 18,900. So to this amount, we have to add depreciation amount, okay, which is given in the income and expenditure account debit side, 2,100. Okay, so total 21,000. So from this amount, we have to deduct opening balance. Here opening balance given 21,000. Okay, so 21,000 minus 21,000 nil. So that means during the current year we not purchased the furniture. Okay, there is no purchase, no sale of furniture. So no need to take the furniture value in receipts and payments account. Okay, nothing we purchase now. There is no purchase, no sale. Okay, so how we confirm that means by following this procedure. Next, depreciation on equipment. Same procedure. The depreciation on equipment, to find out the profit or loss of, sorry, to find out the purchase or sale of equipment. What is the procedure? Same. First we take closing balance. Reverse order we are following. Okay, closing balance, equipment 13,900. Then add depreciation, which is given in the income and expenditure account, 3,250. In total 17,150. Then minus opening balance. Your opening balance is given 11,600. Here I am getting 5,550 balance. Okay, so my dears, here we have to compare the closing balance with opening balance. Okay, so comparing to opening balance, the closing balance is more. So closing balance is more means what is the meaning? Just now I explain now. So this is the purchased amount. This is the purchased amount during the year. So how much we purchased during the year means 5,550 rupees of equipment. So present year purchased means we take in receipts and payments account credit side. Okay, so to find out this amount we did this. Okay, this is very important adjustment in second type of problems. So now I am taking equipment which is purchased in the year 5,550 rupees. Right, next to the last item, debit side is given surplus. So surplus where we take in current year balance sheet. We add to capital fund now. So here I am taking the capital fund, add surplus 4,765. Next, credit side, subscriptions. So subscriptions we take receipts and payments account debit side. So for subscription also adjustments are given. This is the major adjustment, one of the major adjustment. See, your subscriptions amount which is given in the income and expenditure account. I am taking as first item. So to that amount we have to adjust the adjustment. Your subscription income and expenditure account 56,000 given. So how to adjust the adjustments? Okay, so reverse. So reverse means first we add last year outstanding. We add last year outstanding subscriptions. Okay, last year outstanding subscriptions in this problem 120 rupees given, and we also add present year advance received subscriptions. Okay, last year outstanding amount we add and current year advance received subscriptions. So that is 100 rupees. Okay, so these two amounts we add. Next, we subtract current year outstanding. Current year outstanding we subtract, and also we subtract last year advance received amount. Okay, so these two amounts we have to subtract. So in this problem, current year outstanding is given 160 rupees minus, and last year advance received is given 64 rupees. Here I got 55,996 after doing these adjustments. So this amount only we take in receipts and payments account debit side, 55,996. The next item, donations. There is no adjustment, 9,500. Next, interest on investments. Interest on investments is given 11,000 rupees. Next, income from film show. Income from film show is receipt. I'm taking debit side. Income from film show 11,450. And expenditure. Expenditure we can deduct from this, or we can take credit side. Expenses on film show 780 rupees. Okay, so income and expenditure account items are completed. In additional information, one new point is given, land. The last year there is no land, but in current year have the land amount of 10,000 rupees. So that land amount in current year only we purchase. So it comes in receipts and payments account credit side. Purchase of land 10,000 rupees. So almost uh, the posting is completed in receipts and payments account. Okay. Now in balance sheets, see first point, subscription due. In additional information, subscription due is given now last year and current year. So last year's outstanding subscriptions comes in last year balance sheet asset side 120 rupees, and current year balance sheet asset side outstanding subscriptions 160 rupees. Next, advance received subscriptions last year amount, take last year balance sheet liability side advance received subscriptions 64 rupees, and current year advance received current year balance sheet liability side advance received subscriptions 100 rupees. Next, electricity bill unpaid last year outstanding, last year balance sheet liability side outstanding electricity 92 rupees, and current year outstanding electricity current year balance sheet liability side 115. Next, stock of medicine last year amounts, last year balance sheet asset side stock of medicine 7820, and current year balance sheet asset side stock of medicines 9750. Estimated value of equipment then asset last year balance sheet asset side current year balance sheet asset side 13,900. Next, furniture and fixtures same last year amount, last year balance sheet asset side 21,000, and current year balance sheet asset side 18,900. Next, land last year no balance, current year balance only in current year balance sheet asset side 10,000 rupees. Interest accrued on investments, okay, outstanding. Here outstanding means as an asset. Outstanding interest on investments. Last year also given outstanding interest on investments. Last year balance 3750, and present year also same 3750. And investments also we have to take. Investment is an asset. Same last year balance sheet asset side. What amount we take here? Costing amount. Okay, cost value 1,02,500. Same amount in current year balance sheet also, because there is no purchase or sale. We take as it is 1,02,500. Next, cash in hand, last year balance comes in last year balance sheet, 340 rupees, and bank balance 9,000 rupees, last year amount. And current year balance, like in current year balance sheet, cash balance 160 rupees, and bank balance is not given. After calculating, we take here. Okay, so posting is completed, all the items. Now I am closing first receipts and payments account to find out the closing bank balance, which we have to take in current year balance sheet asset side. See here, asset side is more. The total 97,286 I got. The same amount I am taking credit side, and minus all the credited amounts including cash. So the balance is 1834. So my dears, this is the closing bank balance. It comes in closing balance sheet asset side, 1834. Okay, so this is a preparation of receipts and payments account by the help of income and expenditure account. Okay, so next time closing last year balance sheet to find out the capital fund amount. Asset side total I got 156, 130, and minus liabilities total. The balance is 1,55,974. So capital fund should take in current year balance sheet liability side, 155,974. So to that amount add current year surplus amount, 4765. The balance 1,60,739 in outer column. Now close the current year balance sheet. Here both side I am getting 1,60,954. This is a second method problem. It is very important for 12 marks. Okay. Next, one more problem in this method I am going to explain. Problem number 27, page number 312. The following is the income and expenditure account of the club for the year ended 31st December 2005. Debit side expenditures, salary, stationery, postage and telephone, rates and taxes. Next, repairs, table tennis balls, printing, electricity charges, billiard room expenditure, miscellaneous expenditure, depreciation on club assets, then surplus. And credit side, when income side, subscription, donation, billiard table collection, profit on annual meet. Next, income from investment. This is a income and expenditure account information. In additional information, club assets, opening balance and closing balance are given. Okay. Next, outstanding subscriptions, last year and current year balance given. Advance subscriptions, advance received subscriptions, last year and current year given. Expenses outstanding. Okay. So here stationery outstanding, telephone outstanding, electricity outstanding amounts are given last year and current year. Lost cash at bank, opening balance, last year balance is given, current year balance we have to find out. In this problem only cash at bank balance is given, so at the end of there also we get closing bank balance only. Cash balance is not given now, only bank balance is given. Right. Next, investments, last year and current year balance are given. So prepare a receipts and payments account for the year 2005 and draw a balance sheet as on 31st December 2005. So my dears, here also capital fund is not given, so we need to prepare last year balance sheet. So here I prepared first receipts and payments account of a club for the year ending 31st December 2005 and balance sheet of a club as on 31st December 2005. I also prepared last year balance sheet to find out the capital fund amount. So first we take in receipts and payments account opening balance, only bank balance given. So I'm taking the bank balance the beginning of the year, that is 1800. Next, the income and expenditure account debit side items comes in receipts and payments account credit side. The first item is salaries. For salaries there is no adjustment, 24,000. Next, stationery. For stationery adjustment is given, So in working notes, I am calculating the present year purchase stationery amount. Last problem calculated now. Current year stationery purchased amount. To get the amount, first we take the amount which is given in the income and expenditure account, it is 1600 rupees, and adjust the adjustment amount. Last year, okay, last year outstanding, last year outstanding amount we have to add, it is 600 rupees. So here total 2200, then minus current year outstanding. In second form we are doing now, so reverse order, 400 minus, so the balance 1800 rupees is a current year purchased amount. So it comes in receipts and payments account, credit side. Purchase of stationery, 1800 rupees. Next, postage and telephone. For postage and telephone also same procedure. First we take postage and telephone, 3200 rupees, which is given in the income and expenditure account debit side. So to this amount we add last year outstanding amount, so that is 300 rupees, then minus current year outstanding amount, that is 200 rupees. So balance 3300 rupees is current year purchased amount. Okay, so by postage and telephone, for postage and telephone current year we paid 3300 rupees. Next, rates and taxes. For rates and taxes there is no adjustment, 6000 rupees. Next, repairs, no adjustment, 8000 rupees. Table tennis balls, no adjustment, 1200 rupees. Printing, no adjustment, 2000 rupees. Electricity charges, so electricity charges adjustment is given. Okay, same treatment. First we take the amount which is given in the income and expenditure account debit side, it is 6000 rupees. So to this amount we add last year outstanding amount, okay, that is 700 rupees, then minus current year outstanding amount. The current year outstanding is given 300 rupees, so the balance 6400 is the electricity charges for current year. So by electricity charges 6400, right? Next, billiard room expenditure, no adjustment, billiard room expenditure 3000 rupees. Miscellaneous expenses, no adjustment. Depreciation on club assets, so for depreciation on club assets adjustment is there. Okay, in last problem I have explained. Here club asset, purchase or sale, purchase or sale of club assets, I'm going to find out. So to find out this, first we take closing balance. So in additional information, closing balance of club assets given 52,000. So to this amount we add depreciation amount which is given in the income and expenditure account, 2000 rupees. So total 54,000, and we compare this balance with opening balance. Here opening balance is given, additional information 48,000. So closing balance is more now, So closing balance is more means what is the meaning? Purchase. The difference amount we purchased during the year. Okay. So here the difference is 6,000 rupees. So my dear, this 6,000 is the purchase. Okay. So therefore, purchase of club assets during the year is 6,000 rupees, which comes in receipts and payments account credit side by club assets 6,000 rupees. It's important adjustment. Next surplus, we take current year balance sheet, liability side, we add to capital fund 41,300. Next credit side, subscriptions. So my dear, subscriptions we take in receipts and payments account debit side. Adjustments are there. This is a major adjustment. The first I am taking the subscription earned amount which is given in the income and expenditure account credit side 78,000. So to this amount we add current year outstanding, current year outstanding amount which is given in the adjustment. Okay, the current year outstanding is given, not current year in second form now. So we add last year outstanding. So your last year outstanding amount is given 3,000 rupees, and also add last year advance received amount, sorry, present year advance received amount, present year advance received amount. Okay, so the subscription earned amount, first we add last year outstanding amount and current year advance received amount, so that is 10,000 rupees. So total 91,000. Next less present year outstanding. Okay, less present year outstanding amount is 5,000 rupees. Also less last year advance received amount, last year advance received amount 6,000, and the balance 80,000 rupees the present year received subscription amount. Okay, so remember my dears, first we take subscription earned amount which is given in the income and expenditure account. To this amount we add last year outstanding and present year advance received, then we deduct present year outstanding and last year advance received. Okay, then we get current year received subscription amount which we take in income and in the receipts and payments account debit side 80,000 rupees. This is a one of the major adjustment. Next, donations, there is no adjustment, 8,000 rupees. Billiards table collection, collection receipt, so debit side, no adjustment, 7,000. Profit on annual match, no adjustment, profit on annual match receipt, debit side 12,000. Income from investment receipt, there is no adjustment, same debit side 2,700. Okay, and additional information, the first item club assets. So club assets opening balance we take, opening balance sheet asset side 48,000, and closing balance we take, closing balance sheet asset side 52,000. Outstanding subscription last year balance sheet asset side 3,000 rupees, and current year balance sheet asset side 5,000. Advance received subscription last year in last year balance sheet asset liability side 6,000 rupees, and current year advance received current year balance sheet liability side advance received subscription 10,000. Next, expenses outstanding. Last year outstanding expenses, total 3 expenses given. So outstanding stationery 600, then outstanding telephone 300. Next, outstanding electricity 700. And current year balance sheet liability side, first outstanding stationery 400, then outstanding telephone 200, and outstanding electricity 300. Next, to cash at bank, last year balance comes in last year balance sheet, asset side 1800 rupees, and current year bank balance we have to find out by closing the receipts and payments account, then we take here. Next, investments last year 27,000, and current year becomes 47,000. Okay, so see the adjustment, the last adjustment, current year purchase investment value, purchase of investment. How to get this amount means closing balance minus opening balance. Sir, closing balance how much given? Given 47,000 minus opening balance. Opening balance is given 27,000. So comparing to opening balance, closing balance is increased by 20,000 rupees. So what is it? Is a purchase. Purchase of investment is 20,000 rupees. Okay. So now I am taking this purchase amount in receipts and payments account, right side. Purchase of investments 20,000 rupees. Okay. This is a problem. First time closing receipts and payments account. Your debit side is more. Debit side total 1,11,500, then minus credit side total. So the difference is 20,400. So my dears, this is the closing bank balance. So this closing bank balance we take in current year balance sheet, asset side, bank balance 20,400. Next, close the opening balance sheet to find out the capital fund amount. The credit side total 79,800, and minus, sorry, not credit side, asset side total 79,800 minus liabilities total. So the balance is 72,200 is capital fund amount, which we take in current year balance sheet liability side 72,200. Now add current year surplus amount 41,300. So the balance in outer column 1,13,500. And close current year balance sheet. Their balance sheet total 1,24,400. Okay, these are the problems in second method. So similar problems are given in your textbook. So practice all the problems.